A lot of people tell us to enjoy the journey of reaching our goals, but what does that even mean? How can I enjoy striving towards a goal that I am so far from reaching? To me, that means just take things step by step. Life has been so much easier for me when I started taking things step by step, and when I just stopped stressing about the outcome of things. I hear a lot of people who have reached their goals say, oh, well, the fun thing was getting to my goals, because once I got to my goals, it's like, okay, well, what now? I can't relate. I'm not there yet, but I have found that when I start stressing about, oh my god, well, will I ever reach my goals? How will I reach my goals? What if what I'm doing is not working? That's when everything comes crashing down for me. I get depressed, I get burnt out, I get stuck in this space of like analysis paralysis. And I want to talk a little bit about that today. Hi, I'm Mariana Solis. This is a Level Up podcast where we talk about all things personal development, self-improvement, self-help, basically anything that you need to know in order to level up. I am all about becoming the best version of yourself, and I want to share a little bit of the perspectives that I've learned on my self-improvement journey. I've been in this space for a while now, maybe like 5 years, 4 or 5 years, and I've had a lot of revelations. So if you want to stay with me on this journey so that we can go on a journey of self-improvement, don't forget to subscribe so that we can stay connected. Whenever I start stressing about the outcome of a certain goal, or if I will ever reach that certain goal, or how I will ever reach that certain goal, I put myself into this state of, like I said, analysis paralysis. What is analysis paralysis? If you don't know, it's when you start over analyzing everything. Let's say your goal is to become a content creator like mine. You start thinking, well, okay, I can do this series, and then you start doing that series and you're like, oh shit, this is not doing as well as I thought it would do. Should I start another series? Maybe I should edit my videos a little bit differently. Maybe I need to learn how to talk a little bit better on camera. Maybe I need to just change my niche completely. Oh my god, okay, let me just change my niche. Maybe that's it. Okay, it's so much. You know what? I'll figure this out later. Let me clean my room. That's basically what it is when you start over analyzing everything that you're doing, and you're like, okay, like I need to chill. It starts getting so overwhelming that you end up having to just distract yourself with something else. Maybe it's binge watching a show on Netflix. Maybe it's cleaning your room, which even though it's productive, it has nothing to do with your goal. And then you end up, because you're being so analytical and so critical of your journey, you end up postponing your journey. You end up just flatlining. And there is just so many options, so many possibilities that your life can take. So it's normal to feel kind of stuck because you're like worried about, well, what if this path isn't the right one? But this is where the power of taking things step by step really kicks in. When we break down our goals into manageable actions, little teeny itsy steps, we are not only able to see ourselves progressing, but also we're able to alleviate the stress that comes with fixating on the outcome of our goal. Instead of fixating on the outcome, we're fixating on the measurable steps that we are taking every single day. And the sheer number of options, the sheer number of routes that we can take can be daunting. It's a trap that we can escape by simply starting. When you start working on a goal that's been broken down into tiny steps, you can focus on that first immediate step, and then the next step after that, and the next step after that. The clarity that you gain from this approach, because you already know what you need to be doing, it's like a roadmap, builds momentum and helps you make progress that you're able to see. Going back to the content creator example, it could take years. 5 years, I've heard even from people saying it took them 2 years to pop off, 1 year, 5 years to monetize their channel. It can take a really long time. So if we are consistently making progress towards that goal, but we're not seeing results for years on end, it can feel like we're not really doing anything productive, like we're wasting our time. But when we're saying, hey, the goal isn't to be a content creator, the goal is to post a video today, and the goal for tomorrow is to post 2 videos. then that's a little bit more measurable. So how can we navigate this really long journey with faith and resilience? It's essential to have trust in a higher power. And I'm not telling you to turn to religion. I myself am not really extremely religious, but whether you believe in God, in the universe, in spirit guides, in your loved ones who have passed, maybe your higher self or the universe, just anything that is greater than you can take a tremendous weight off your shoulders, because then you realize that your job is not to control every single outcome of every single step you make. Your job is simply to show up as the best version of yourself each day, whatever that looks like at a given day. Sometimes we're not going to feel our best. The best version of myself today is a lot worse than the best version of myself yesterday, but at least I am showing up as the best version of myself that I can be at this present moment. Just by simply showing up as that best version of yourself, you can embrace the unfolding of your life and your journey without obsessing over if your dreams are ever going to become a reality, because you are choosing to trust in a higher power that, hey, they are looking out for me, and whatever is meant for me will come to me. But Mariana, how do we know if a higher source even exists? Well, we don't. We probably will never know for sure. But that goes with anything. Let's say you find yourself in a super healthy relationship. How do you know that relationship is going to last? You don't. Let's say you find yourself in a super high paying career. How do you know you're not going to get laid off? You don't. You just have trust and you have faith in the fact that this is going to work out for you. And I am choosing to have faith in the fact that there is something higher than myself looking out for me and making sure that I am doing the best for my future self. And I remind myself when I am lacking in faith, I remind myself of all the times where things hadn't really gone my way, or so I thought, and then it ended up being a blessing in disguise. For me, I had found a really good job. I had gotten promoted, and all of a sudden there was a manager who got hired who I was just clashing with, and I had no more motivation to keep climbing up that corporate ladder. And I was just like, damn, like, why does this have to happen? Like, I was doing so good here. I finally found a job that I liked, and then this happened and everything fell apart. Where I am now, I am working completely remotely from my house, and because of that, I have way more time now to pursue my content creation journey, my dream of being a content creator. So that was a blessing in disguise. Also, I was in a relationship where I thought this person was my end game. I was like, yes, we get along so well. This person is everything I was looking for. And we broke up, and I now found a person who I'm like in awe of. Like, this is the most healthiest relationship I have ever been in. I just feel so loved, and I look back at every past relationship and I'm just like, thank God that did not work out, because I am so happy right now. I am praying and hoping that this is my person. But let's just say we were to break up, I know that I'm not gonna be destroyed. I'm not gonna like lose faith in like love or whatever. I'm not going to be distraught, because I know, hey, I already thought 3 people ago like that person was my end game. I know there's something better waiting for me somewhere. Also, we all hear those stories of people just saying like, oh yeah, I was driving home from work and the light turned green and I just had this urge to not go, and then somebody ran a red light. And how many stories have we heard like that? It's just like really hard to not have faith in something greater than ourselves when we start paying attention to all these little like miracles that have worked in other people's favors and even in our own lives. But even when we do have faith, it's totally normal to experience episodes of self-doubt. There's just this natural impatience that arises when we want results quickly, and we all want results quickly. I mean, we're in a world of instant gratification. But more so than that, if I am working hard every single day, putting in the hours, again, I'm gonna go back to content creation. Like, let's say I'm editing every day, I'm editing videos every day, I am filming, and I am at 100 followers, stuck in the 200 view jail, 20 likes consistently and not able to break free. It's going to be hard when you're working towards something and you're not seeing the results that you want to see. You're going to start like doubting yourself, and that's completely fine. It's completely normal. Everybody goes through that. And those times it's really important to cultivate patience and self-compassion. Whenever I start, going through these episodes, I remind myself, I am not the only one on this journey. There are so many people who have made it. I can be that person as well. And I like to hear about stories of people talking about how hard their journey was, how long it took them, and that all they had to do was just keep pushing. I am truly a firm believer in the fact that if you keep pushing and working towards a goal, it might take a really long time for you to get there, but it's impossible for you to never get there. Let's say it takes you 5 years. Let's say you're starting off and like not knowing anything about your goal. Maybe your goal is weight loss. You don't know a thing about weight loss. You don't know a thing about fitness. And you're starting off at literally like level 0. Well, it's going to take you a long time to reach your goal. Let's say level 10. It might take you years, but if you keep working towards it, over the years, you're going to learn more information. You're going to learn more new techniques. You're going to find a lifestyle that really works for you, and you'll get there. But if you quit halfway, you're never going to keep reaching and learning the information that you need in order to reach your goal. So during those times where I just start doubting myself a lot, where I start doubting my dreams and my ambitions, I'm like, okay, like, let's be real. How long have you been working towards this? 2 years? Are you being consistent? Kind of. Like, you still need a lot of work to do, but if you truly want this, you can do it. You'll figure it out. It's going to take you a while. This is not going to be easy. If not, everybody would be doing it. But if you don't quit, you're going to get there. Like I said, I am trying to be a content creator. It's been hard. It's been really hard, especially when like I'm on my period, which was last week. It's really hard for me to be consistent because like I said, like I am getting 20 likes on my TikToks right now. It's kind of sad. And I start getting in my head. I'm like, you're posting so much. You're only getting 20 likes. How many hours are you putting into editing your videos, filming, and just for 20 likes? Like, give up, bitch. Get a new fucking dream, because this one is clearly not working out. And then I hear, like, let's say Tara Yummy, who's been doing this shit for 5 years, and she just barely popped off. And I'm like, humble yourself real quick, bitch. Like, you think this is going to be easy? Like, this is not going to be easy. You knew that. So if you say that you want to do this, at least give it a try, because the 2 years, the inconsistent posting, that's not going to be enough to get you to a content creator that earns a living off of this shit. And I have those little talks to myself, and I kind of know how to get myself back in the game because I have had so many episodes of self-doubt. But whenever you are doubting yourself, listen to other people's stories. Listen to, let's say you want to be a Bill Gates. Listen to Bill Gates. What were his struggles? What was his journey like? I guarantee you, like, I don't know much about Bill Gates' journey, but I guarantee you that shit was not easy, and that shit did not come with its obstacles. But guess what? He kept trying. He kept going at it. Listen to the journeys of the people that you want to be like, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be motivating, unless it's like some nepo baby. But 8 times out of 10, it's not like that. People go through shit. People have had to go through shit to get to where they are, and you just gotta keep pushing. Remember that the importance is in the progress that you're making, not in the perfection of your journey, not in the goal that you want to reach. It's about the progress that you are making every single day. Maybe if your goal is to be a content creator, maybe you got in a little bit better at editing. You started posting regularly. You figured out how to batch edit. You figured out like a lifestyle that works for you so that you can actually be posting consistently every single day. Maybe if your goal is to lose weight, well, maybe you're like 2 pounds out of 50 down. But hey, at least you know how to portion your plate, you know, what exercises you like to do. You're learning more and more and more about wellness. That is where the importance lies. It's not always about the destination. And that is my interpretation of it's about the journey, not the destination, from a person who is not anywhere close to the destination. And lastly, just remember that you are still allowed to enjoy your current reality, even if it's not the reality that you want to be living in. I think especially like in the self-improvement niche, it's really easy to fall into this trap, into this mindset where you start believing that you have to hate your life so much because that's the only way that you're going to change it. You have to constantly be working to get to a better place. It's always about go, go, go. But it doesn't have to always be like that. When we're so caught up in the future or ruminating so much on the past, it's so hard to enjoy the present moment. And there are a lot of good things that are happening in the present moment. So savor the small wins. Be present in your experiences and appreciate the beauty of life's journey. Hang out with your friends, your pets, your partners. It's okay to get distracted once in a while. And for so long, I was like, no, people and experiences, they're distractions, and I can't afford distractions right now because I need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But it's okay to get distracted once in a while. Go to a music festival, go hang out with your friends, go take yourself out on a little solo date, whatever you need to fill your cup. Because that's what distractions are sometimes. It can be just refilling our tank so that maybe the next week or the next day we feel refreshed and we're ready to tackle on that to-do list and pick up on our routines that will lead us to where we want to be. So yeah, this was everything I had for you guys today. It was just a video dedicated to all the people that are doubting themselves. Keep going. Keep going. I really needed to hear this like a week ago because girl, I was fighting my demons. I was about to delete my account, delete my TikTok, delete my YouTube, and it's fine. I'm not there yet, but I know that one day I will be, and these are the things that helped me kind of get it together and put me back into a state of trusting myself, having faith, and trying my hardest to just enjoy the journey. So like I said, I am all about leveling up, reaching your goals. I love fitness, I love wellness, I love self-improvement. So if you're into that, consider subscribing because it would mean the world to me. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and until next time, thank you for listening.